Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna just work on some projects that have been kind of taking the back seat. So I wore the crap out of these t-shirts. And they're getting to the point where you can barely see it. So I am going to make them into pictures to hang on my wall. I just buy these pre-made canvases that you would probably put paintings on. I got these ones at Goodwill. Saved myself a couple of bucks. It's not like it's a big deal, but these are hard to find in my area, which is super weird unless I want to pay like, expensive prices at like Hobby Lobby, like full prices. So I have two different sizes and two different shirts. This is my Thundercats t-shirt. And I actually have a third t-shirt. It's Ninja Turtles, but I don't have an extra canvas for it. So we're just going to do these two. So what I do is that I decide where I want it, and then I'll cut the front of the picture off. So make two pieces. As you can see, this is how worn they are. I wore these so much. These were my favorite shirts. So this is Soul Calibur. Obviously, on the front, I'm going to try to cut that as well. But, and then this is obviously my Thundercats, like I said. So we just use a pair of cutting scissors for sewing. Obviously, material is easier to cut with sewing scissors. And a staple gun. I have literally had these t-shirts waiting for like months now, but I've only had these canvases for about 2 months. But it seems life just always happens, especially if you're a mom. Well, I have 5 children. And although my oldest ones are grown, my little one, she is just a handful. So she takes up all of my time. All of my time. And right now she's watching Mickey, and that might not last. Might start cutting this t-shirt, and then she comes in here. I don't know. So just see if I can put the camera down a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. But it's not super exciting, but something. Instead of throwing t-shirts out, I know everybody has their own way of saving things. I figured, why have it sit in the closet? You can't see it or utilize it anymore. I like to see it. I actually have another shirt that's in my storage that I've done. I used to be a dumpster diver in Salt Lake City, and Spencer's threw out a bunch of t-shirts. And one of them was a Halloween t-shirt with Michael. No. Am I going to do this right? Halloween. Yeah, Michael Myers, right? Anyway, I have a bunch of Michael Myers stuff, but it was Michael Myers, and I got 2 t-shirts, and they were exactly the same t-shirts. So I made 2 canvases, and I kept one, and then I gave away the other one. So that was something that I repurposed, because I'm all about recycle, reuse somehow. But these t-shirts I've had for, I couldn't even tell you. My brother gave me that Soul Calibur t-shirt. My son got one, and he has kept his, has never wore it. And he's 20 now, and I think he got it when he was like 8. So that's how long I've had that. He's 22 now, so quite a while. But I got this Thundercat shirt. It was already secondhand when I found it. And so definitely been through the ringer. I have a huge He-Man collection, so a lot of I have some He-Man t-shirts, or Master of the Universe t-shirts. Let me just get correct with that. But I have never wore them, so they're brand new. They have never been out of the box. They're still in the box. So this follows along with my 80s collection. That I can't show any of you guys my collection. The only thing I have here in the house right now is the He-Man castle I got for Christmas. So My collection is still in the storage, which is still in Salt Lake City. So yeah, so see, we're going to just get it a good position where you can still see everyone, and then we are going to stretch it over, and just basically all you're doing is stapling it down, and then you can trim the excess off to how you want it, you know, however much you want sticking back here, you know, out. Obviously when you hang it you don't want to see a bunch of t-shirt, but that looks like a good starting point. So you just start stapling, as you know, on the top. I guess I didn't get that too close, so but so start at one edge, and then when you get to the bottom you pull it tighter. So, and then when I get to the corners I just fold it over until it looks decent, and you know, staple at an angle so that you're making it look like a corner. I mean, for anybody that's pretty self-explanatory, but I guess, I don't know, gotta say it that way, but it's all about how you want it. I mean, everybody has their own way of doing things. So once I get, you know, top one down, and I'm going to flip it back over and pull it and stretch it, you know, however tight I want it to be on the frame. So, and then I'll do the bottom. I did the sides last, so I always do corners, and then my sides, yeah, like I said, last. That way you can stretch it all, you know, together. So having any loose pieces, I guess. You use as many staples as you want. That's all up to you. Pretty good on this side, so we'll just staple it down. And I'm going to probably cut some of the side corners, obviously. Very, a lot of t-shirt left, so. And I'm pretty sure I'm using the wrong kind of staple. Whatever staple gun I got for Christmas, and then I realized I didn't have any staples yesterday. And as cheap as I am, I always go thrift storing, and I found some. So these are probably a little longer than what you would want to use, you know, but I paid 60 cents for a thing of staples for my gun, so I'll take it, right? So you just cut off extra trim and make it, you know, as perfect as you want it to be. I'm not, I mean, it's gonna be against the wall, so who cares, right? No one's gonna see the back of the picture, and it's all about making it so you can hang it on the wall. I mean, if you have too much fabric, then it's not gonna lay flat or anything on the wall. It's gonna be puffy. But that's what I do. That's what I do. I have several projects I'm supposed to be working on, actually. So my 10-year-old, well, she turned 11, and I keep wanting to say she's still 10. Mom habit. She's really into those worm on a string. If you know what they are, they actually came out quite a while ago when my sister was younger, in the 90s. And I remember my sister having some. So anyway, she's all obsessed with those. Well, my mom, seeing that people are making them like full size, like huge, gigantic ones with like that furry fabric. So I happened to get some furry fabric and I made her kind of a medium sized one. Then I ended up finding some more really cool fabric. The colors are super cool and it's like longer hair fabric. So now I can make huge, gigantic ones, probably, 5 feet long for each of them. Two. I can make two out of this fabric. And so that's one of the projects I have that I need to do. I've got all this stuff for it. I just have to sew it together. And then I'm also I've been working on this antique nightstand that I got at a drive up free thing. And I had to put some wood filler on the top. It was prettily mangled, but I finally have the wood fill all dried and I just need to sand it down now. And unfortunately it rained and it's not supposed to be very nice, so I want to be outside sanding, because then after I sand that part down I have to paint it red. So that's what it looks like, all done. Just like a picture, and then you just hang it on the wall. So, yay! The second one, I don't know, might be a little harder just because I want to try to get the other part that says Soul Calibur on it. But anyway, so that's two of my main projects I have to get done is the nightstand. And what's the other project? I have one more project. Oh, it's a smaller thing that I'm working on. Made this little gnome art thing with like broken jewelry. I was gonna add some filigree grass to it, mossy stuff, and some beads that I made look like mushrooms. So some smaller projects that don't really mean anything, but these are just projects I have here. Once I get my stuff from storage, I'll have other things that I do normally work on, and a bunch of stuff I want to finally get to once I do that. I don't know, life just always takes control. It never stops. So I think we're gonna go right there, and we'll cut it. So yeah, we're gonna cut it now. If anybody wants to follow me on my I don't have a Facebook page for my channel. I mean, if you want to be my friend on my regular Facebook page, I don't really care. YouTube is not some place I'm trying to, I don't know, make a fan. I don't know, it sounds funny. A fan base. I'm not trying to be high end or, anything like that. I just do this because, well, why not? I don't have anything else to do, and my kids watch YouTube. We watch YouTube. We have lots of people we watch, obviously. Shouted to Swamp Rat Nation and Monterey Magnet Man and Oakland Magnet Fishers and, all the other people, Grandma Kelly. I mean, I'm watching a bunch of YouTubers. The Wicked Digger, okay? Wicked Digger, your videos and your finds are amazing, okay? Amazing. I tried to look up some of the history here, but in Oregon, we just had, we were a Union state or whatever, and so they just had soldiers like on the back lines just waiting to be called to the front lines for any colonial stuff. I'm not saying that stuff isn't here, but you definitely have much more an advantage living where you live. I wish we had that kind of history here. Our history here is more Native American, so I'm more likely to find, Indian heads and arrowheads, I guess. I just said that wrong. That was totally wrong. Oh, here she comes. She's crying. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Alright, we're back. So, yeah, that didn't last very long, obviously. Mickey. So, now we're on to Mole Cars, which is on Netflix if nobody knows. It's really cute. Little, like, 4-minute episodes. So I've cut it, and now we're going to put it back on. But as I was saying, yes, I watch a ton of YouTubers, but I'm not going to be anywhere near that, I don't think. I don't have that kind of ambition, I guess. I don't really know. It's just not in my... It's not for me, okay? That kind of YouTubing is not for me. But I'm all there to support everybody else. And, just do what I do. And hopefully someone's watching my videos and just, at least enjoying anything. I don't even care at this point. Anything. My conversation is boring. I just talk about my kids. That's what my life is about. So I have 5 kids, like I said. My oldest is going to be just turned 22. My next one is going to be 21 in September. And then I have a 16-year-old daughter. She just turned 16. And then I have my 11-year-old, which is in my videos all the time. And then I have my baby, and she is going to be 2 on the 13th. So, I have quite a handful of, and they're all different. All my kids are different. Every single one of them has a different personality, different things they like. I mean, it's kind of, me and my son, we like some of the same things. He's really into anime. I like a couple things of anime, but we both love video games. So if anybody plays on the Switch or on the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, because I have both, I got Call of Duty, I play Fortnite. That's what I've been doing a lot lately. I got out of Fortnite for a while and then got back into it because I miss playing with some of my friends I had playing on Fortnite, but so we do a lot of video game things. We like Zelda. That's our main go-to. And then who doesn't like some Mario? Got Animal Crossing on my Switch. I mean, we got some of the goods. So if anybody plays video games and wants to, play a couple rounds, let me know. I'm all for that. And let's see. So anyway, he's into anime. He's into video games. And my other son, he plays a lot of video games. His video games are different. Doesn't watch a lot of anime, but he watches a lot of different shows that we watch. Like, we both watch. We don't watch together, but we talk about it afterwards. And my 16-year-old, typical 16-year-old, waiting to get her driver's license, waiting to get her first job, And, she's a lot like me when I was 16, so I can relate to most of the things that's going on with her. My 11-year-old, she's into Five Nights at Freddy's. A lot of different YouTubers that she enjoys watching. She collects stuffed animals, LOL dolls. I mean, we kind of got that in common because I collect some dolls. When I say dolls, it's not porcelain dolls. I collect like Monster High. Not really Barbie, but I got into the Rainbow High. Some dolls that just look unique. And then, of course, I have my He-Man and my Cher collection. I collect Funko Pops, patches, pens. I guess anything that tickles my fancy. I like things that sparkle. And I love anything from the 80s. Some things from the 90s. And, just kind of a little bit about my life. Maybe that's what we do. So my little one, she's really into Mickey. Mickey Mouse, that's her thing. So a lot of stuff that she has is Mickey Mouse related. And every time she sees anything, Mickey, 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 you know. And unfortunately, the society that we live in thinks that Mickey is just for boys. So for Mickey, you gotta go in the boys aisle. For Mickey clothes, you gotta go in the boys section. Now, you want Minnie or Daisy, sure, you'll find plenty of that in the girls section. But you ain't finding no Mickey in the girls section. So, anyway, that's one of my rants. I don't think that characters from TV shows, cartoons, movies, etc. should be genderfied because everybody has a right to like characters, okay? Just like everybody has the right to like colors. Colors shouldn't be a genderfied thing either, so tend to see my daughter wearing a love not genderfied clothes because I don't care. I don't see clothes as being a thing that somebody should be genderfying. So we have a hard time, like I said, finding Mickey stuff for her. And I noticed that why the store's always got the same cheap things. Like, you can't have anything unique. I don't know. It's just, personally, I like to see what other people are making from the characters and seeing that kind of stuff because it's more unique and not everybody has it. So, yay. Anyway, she likes Mickey. And then I recently got her into Blue's Clues. I don't know. I mean, not the newer one. We like when Steve didn't go to college. So we've got on this Blue's Clues thing, and she's been watching Blue's Clues and really liking that. So, and then I have 2 dogs. They are both tiny Chihuahuas. Okay, I've had Sadie, and she's 11. I've had her since she was 4 weeks old. And she's at the age now where she's as old and bitty and the fun police, you know, she barks at the cat and the dog for having fun. But the other dog we got right when we were moving here, and she was kind of my charity take-in case. Well, she's become quite a handful for me. She's 3 years old, and they, like, I don't know, they didn't potty train her right, so she goes on the pad sometimes, and then she doesn't. She won't go outside. I literally can be outside with her for like a half an hour, and she won't go. You know what she does? She comes in the house, and then she goes. It's insane to me. Sadie is outside trained, and she's also crate trained, so she knows that if there's a pad, to go on the pad, okay? Anyway, Bella, which is my other dog, she sees the pad, goes on the pad, and then shits in the dining room. Oh, sorry. Poops in the dining room. And I'm just like, wait, what? And then she'll just be the opposite. And I'm like, hey. And then sometimes she goes to the pad, and then she doesn't even go on the pad. It's like she misses the pad completely. So I'm having a hard time getting her to be adjusted to at least just going on the pad, especially since I know she won't go outside. But it's not working. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'll take those too. Because, like I said, and I didn't know some information about her, and I had to get her current on her vaccinations to move into... Sorry, I'm looking for the other part. Move into the house that we moved into because we had to prove, that she had her current vaccinations. I thought she was spayed, but she's not, and she's had puppies. 2 litters, of course. She's 3. So no, I didn't know this about her, and I found this out, which kind of frustrates me because they basically had her to breed her, and don't know. No, I don't really. Sadie's never had any puppies, and she's not fixed. And I never plan on having any puppies with her. So it just kind of frustrates me that, I don't know, they didn't disclose some of this information. But so that may be part of the problem, is they just basically had her to breed her for puppies. So it's kind of sad. And then we have a kitten, which we got after we got here because there was a stray cat that was on the property that we were staying on with our RV. And we ended up taking one of the kittens before they took them all to the shelter when they were old enough. And anyway, her name's Callie. And she's a calico, and she is not fixed yet, but that will be coming down the line because she's an inside cat, but she be acting like she won't go outside, and she ain't going outside till she's fixed, because I ain't having no kittens. Personally, I've had enough cats in my life. I never wanted any more cats. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this piece, but I might just get some fabric glue and glue it down here. Oh, you can't see, but yeah, I might just glue it with some fabric glue, which I do have, just down here on the bottom where there's nothing, so that you have that remembrance that it's so covered. So anyway, we've finished our nice little projects, and had a little conversation, whether anybody wanted to hear it or not, but that's my conversation, because how boring is it gonna be? It's supposed to rain this weekend, so I'm not sure if we are gonna go magnet fishing at all. Also need to replace my rope, which I have an extra rope, just need to put it all together. And also, since it's raining, I haven't done any metal detecting. Yesterday it was super nice, but I did some projects in my yard instead. So I might just go out in my yard by the tree that I've been finding some older stuff at, and maybe look there again. But like I said, don't have a pinpointer, so I'm just strictly using the metal detector, which I'm learning quite well, which I'm surprised. So don't expect a magnet fishing video for quite a while, just because the weather is not cooperating in Oregon, of course. But it doesn't always stop us. But if we have to take the little one, the baby, then I don't want to be out there in the rain with her. It's not very good parenting. So if I can get the boys to babysit, then we might go, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. So like I said, probably won't be a magnet fishing video until the weather is a little bit more cooperative. And yeah, maybe if I do another project, I'll get a video out. So thanks for watching. Enjoy, like, subscribe, hit that button, or don't, I don't know, whatever. Share my video. Tell some people about it. Maybe it's not good. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there does want to follow it. I don't know. But have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.